Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am coming at you looking crusty. By the way, it's true, that story. I'm starting to believe that I'm dry skinned. I always thought that my skin was oily, combination to oily, which is funny. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know how to check your skin, I went to the Mac shop at Garden City and they told me the best way to know if your skin is oily or dry is the feeling you get after you washed off. So I just showered and that is some real dryness. Also, you will have to forgive me for coming at you looking like this, but I just washed my hair and I figured I don't want to tie it before it dries. Pambana na hali yako, wachana na hali yangu. Alright guys, so let's moisturize these lips before we continue. We continue with this amazing Nivea, the Blackberry Shine. So we continue with this video. It better not break. Alright, those are much better lips. Much better lips. Okay. So unfortunately today guys I don't have tea because for some weird reason I only make my black tea from dispensed water. I know it sounds ridiculous. I don't have any other explanation for it. So yeah, and we just ran out of water, out of dispensed water, and so I'm not having tea today, which is a bum because I was really excited about trying a new tea, but I think that will have to wait until tomorrow. Thank you guys for coming back to this channel, for subscribing, for liking, for leaving those nice comments. And today we are day 4. My god, I'm so proud of myself. I can't believe I'm doing this. I have only 3 more days to go. And the excitement is still there. Although today was a tiring day, and so I'm a little bit tired. And that explains why I was not about to deal with the dispensed water and tea shenanigans. I just figured there's no water, you know what I can do without the tea. And so today I'm just gonna be biting on melons. This will have to compensate for tea. By the way, I did not think anyone can be allergic to melons, but there's one of my friends that is allergic to melons. It's like the most ridiculous, most hilarious thing I've ever heard. I thought watermelons are water. I mean, what is there to be allergic about in watermelons, you know? Anyway, let's start this video before I start rambling. So today's favorite thing, today's favorite thing is going to be one of the most prestigious and extravagant things I have bought for myself this year. It also has to be one of the things I actually really appreciate, and I think its efficiency is bomb.com, and that's NutriBlast. I know NutriBlender is a whole different blender, so don't quote me. It's a NutriBlast, but this is a blender by Mika. How do you say this word? Mika? I don't know. Guys, I love this thing. It is built to sort of be like a NutriBlender. It's pretty much a NutriBlender, and the thing you do is you blend and go. So It comes in different cups. I couldn't find all of them. It comes in different sized cups. I think this is a 1 liter. Probably this is a 1 liter cup, and then this should be like a half a liter cup. So what you do is you just throw in whatever you want to throw in, and then it comes with the blender, which also acts as a cup. So you lock that in, and then you place it on top. It blends. You undo it, and then you can carry it. You can go with it wherever you want. The only thing you need to do is probably replace the cup, and it also comes with different cups. So, and you're good to go. This for me obviously changed the narrative about blending, and I don't like blending because I tend to be very picky about the kind of fruits I want blended, and so it always feels good when I blend the thing that I want. And that I don't have to worry about leftovers. You know, now the problem with other blenders is you have to blend too much, and then nobody's interested. You can put it in the fridge, it will change color, or it's going to taste differently. So this one is fresh blend, just fresh, and you're out of the door, you're gone. Absolutely love this thing. It was expensive. It was those ridiculous expensive prices for these Nutri-Blends, but I don't regret one. And then they give you enough cups. I think it comes with how many cups? I think it comes with 4. I want to say 4 cups. But for me, one of the cups now, the only thing I actually find so ridiculous is that, you see, it has this. I can say it. It has that thing. You see. Has a couple of these 2 things on the side, this one here, and so one of the cups, this thing is broken, and I realized just one of it being broken, you can't use that cup to blend, which makes me think, what if all of them just breaks one cutting? You know, if it is two things that are broken, that's another whole different story, but now it's just one and it won't work. So for that part, but that is an expenditure I did not need, and I do not regret buying it. Okay, now let's get into the story. Where were we last night? Where did we get? Oh, all right. So we moved to Mukuru kwa Njenga. I love it. It is the hub of just kids being kids and loving their life and just being messy. And the story of stealing in the supermarket. By the way, my mom did not actually beat me. She was mad. She didn't talk to me, I think, that day or 2 days later. But she didn't beat me, but she was highly disappointed. And her not speaking to me sent the message. it sent the message home. And mind you, I wasn't actually a rowdy child. I wasn't a kichwangumu. I've never been. So I think with that, she was just like, bad influence, and you need to stop hanging out with these girls, you know, stuff like that. Anyway, so I did my KCPE in the year 2003, yeah, and I think during that time was when my mom was going through the hardest financial year of her life. So when it came to 2004, I was not able to go to high school, guys. There was no school fees for me to join high school. And now that I think back at it, it was not even an expensive high school. The high school that I had been called to was not even an expensive high school. But for some reason, she just could not afford for me to go there. And I remember we had bought box, Gina. We had bought what? We had literally bought everything else that I had asked for. Up to the Mutungi ya Maji, the school that I was supposed to go to. Ulikuwa nabeba Mutungi ya Maji. I think ulikuwa nabeba Slasher. I was supposed to go to Lema Girls. And I was so excited about going to Lema Girls because I had a couple of friends who were already there. And I really wanted to go to that school. You know, because it just so happened, I think Lema Girls did call a lot of girls from the school, Mukuru Community Center, and so I knew people who went there. So even if I didn't go in for term 1, I was pretty sure I was gonna go in term 2. But term 2 came and went, and I still did not go to school, guys. When I tell you depression is real even for young people, that was my moment. And I remember the lowest of the lowest during those times when I think it dawned on me that, you know what, high school is not going to be your thing, so you just find something else to do. And I think I contemplated for some minutes about joining a polytechnic school to go and do hair. I can do hair, guys. I really can do hair, and I can make nails. I'm crafty like that. So I was ready for that, and I think my heart was just settled because I knew if my mom was not able to afford by that time in that year, it was not gonna happen. It was not gonna happen. So I was settled in my heart. You know, whatever happens, happens. And so second term passed, and at this point, I remember I used to have an uncle that was still living in Mkuru as well, and he used to have like a hotel, you know, those hood hotels, and I worked for him for some time. And I crazy, guys, I was only 13, but I was even at 13, 14, but I was even ready for marriage, because at this point, what else do you do? Girls are getting pregnant right, left, and center. So I knew, you know what, if that is the path I have to take, that's the path I have to take. And the other thing about growing up in the slums, you don't know any different. You know what I mean? Like, the only people you can compete with, the only people you can compare yourself with are people in the slum. And so if you want like a beautiful house, you can only look at the people in the slum who you think live in a nice house, or I don't know, they have a TV, your vision is as far as the slum goes. And so, I mean, I knew if I did get married and if I did have a TV, a nice, I don't know, I was just ready. I was just ready. But during this whole time when I was outside school, I still did keep in touch with my former primary school, where I still hung out with the kids that were there. They used to have a boarding there, and I still kept in touch. And so I remember one day, the head teacher was like, by the way, Lois, kuna wazungu wanakuja kutembea. Na ukikataa kujiongelelea na kizungu, hey, mimi nisisikie mtu akiniambia amekosa school fees ya kwenda high school. And so what that meant is, pretty much it's like an open book. And let me tell you, the guests that came, there was Zungu that came that day, were so many. I think there were like maybe 80 or 90. Because you see, the other thing about living in the slum, you get to see white people quite a lot, because there are a lot of projects in the slum that are created to help the guys in the slum. And so you find these donors, these sponsors coming to see the kids, to see the water projects, to see, to see the toilet project, to see, the library. There are a lot of social amenities, even as football, things like those. So these guys were particularly coming to see another project that was being launched. I can't remember, I think it was like a library that was a community library that was meant for everybody, for every child in that slum. And of course, even the organization would be happy to have kids speak to these white people, because then, it makes the sponsorship or those guys to feel like more drawn into the program. I mean, you can see the kids, they're telling you how they live, what their lives are all about. So, it sort of gets their hearts more excited towards the programs in the slum. Nakwambia venye wazungu walinandivi, my friend. Sema kutafuta kizungu. This English I'm actually speaking here, right, guys, was inspired from that day. Because you're here, uko na mzungu. Mimi najajana shule, na nataka kwenda shule. And somehow my head teacher then has already planted a seed in my mind that if you don't make it happen today, whereby they uko no fala. So me, this lady, first of all, she was so sweet. Nakwambia, mama situlibonga, akisi we spoke, but the whole time my conversations were directed to shida zenye niko nazo na venye nataka kwenda high school, and which was true. This was not a fake story or whatever. It was true. Me, I was hurting. I was really wanting to go to school, but also I was kizungu ilikuwa inagonga mawe inarudi, and I knew somehow I need to close this deal. But even if it doesn't happen, at least I tried. So anyway, we speak to the Jungus, we take them around the community, then we bring them back. That was, for me, I think it was like a cool half a day, maybe like 4-5 hours with this woman, and I did not move. And I don't know why. I think ni Mungu too. You see the way I did not skip and jump at speak to this mzungu and then go speak to that. Ule mama mwenye tu niliongea naye wa kwanza hivi. Huyo mama ndio niliongea naye the whole time. And let me tell you guys, to cut this long story short, nilipata hiyo sponsorship. So this was around October. Mother kaniambia, you know what, I'm going to pay for your school fees. Manze nikasema wow. So I called another one of the guys who were part of the program and nilikuwa nimewaleta, and I'm sure manze ananisho anaweza nilipia school fees. So he's like, because he has dealt with what people, if she said that's it. Kama amesema wazungu wangawajirudi, kama amesema ujue atakulipia, but me in my heart I'm like, si kungekuwa na contract, kungekuwa na kitu tu, yani to make sure that this deal is sealed, because for me that was just a promise and I wasn't sure if it was going to come to pass. Manze. And during that time I remember she called one of her friends. Akamwambia, niaje, you know this girl, she's really touched my heart, she even has a sister. So hivyo ndio sister yangu pia kapana scholarship. So sisi wawili. Anyway, so the year ended and January came, and guys, I was in school. And I did not go. Wacha nikwambie, Mungu ni Mungu wa maajabu. Mtu hata asiwahi kuambia kitu kingine different about God. God can change your situation in a way that you cannot even imagine. Jumini kikushow. Me nilienda private high school. Story high school ni kesho. But I went to a school. Wacha na zile box nilikuwa nanunua ati na mtungi na kwenda nini high school. God ali fulfill my desires na akago beyond. Na mimi na hiyo siku ndo niliamua hii kizungu lazima ingie kwa akili. And guys, hence me and my English. Sijaenda majuu. Okay, nimetembea majuu, but I've not lived abroad. So my English is very Kenyan and very intentional. I speak like this because I want to speak like this. But it's an inspiration. Honestly, guys, I don't think anyone else would understand. Mimi tu ndo najua kwa nini I changed my mind from the perspective of kukua mgeto na kukua mzungu. Naweza kuwa mgeto. Don't let this pretty face fool you. But I also can be, you know, as a sophisticated. Anyway, guys, the story continues tomorrow. As always. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for subscribing. And I cannot wait to see you tomorrow. We're going to high school. Alright. Alright, thank you for hanging out. Remember, subscribe, tell your friends, to tell your friends. These are like 3 people. You too. And I will highly appreciate it. But until kesho, good night.